So that's the new herbs, and the plugs I've already transplanted into all these pots here. There was 12 altogether, so I've transplanted those. I covered them over as it was quite windy last night. I don't know where to put the climber yet, so what I've done, because it was very pot bound, terribly pot bound, so I've just planted it in a much bigger pot, and it's in here, so hopefully it will survive, because I literally had to cut a great big, almost like a piece of trunk. The main stem had gone through the pot, not just root, and there was big ball root as well, so I literally had to cut off the bottom of the stem of the plant. There was no way I could get it out. It wasn't just through the hole, it had come back through and embedded itself, so even if I cut the pot away I would have damaged it. So I'll give that another water later and see how that goes. Let's go and find the trees. You might as well walk with me. I'm going to the trees. People are still trying to get a good aspect of my garden, what's where, and if only I had a drone. I have done some videos where you can see walk around the garden, and like this I keep it recording, so that might help you a little bit more. And have the fantastic flowers still everywhere. We never mow the areas where we have the most abundant wildflowers. It would be such a shame, and obviously very good for nature. You can see what I mean about where they're literally everywhere. But let's cut through up here. This is where the hugelkultur beds are. We're going up this way into the food forest. So the hugels are the food down there, the vegetables, and this is where the trees are. So this was one of the previous last tree we bought. Is there. As I say, I can't interpret them fully for you because they are, like, this was supposedly a black mulberry, but it's not a black mulberry, it's the closest variety I can tell you, because a lot of these fruits are only in Cyprus. So that was last time, and now this time, it's so funny when they're just sticks. Paid a lot of money for sticks. This one is the white, like a type of raspberry, but white. Almost a mulberry again, but not. As I say, if I give you the Cypriot word, apart from not knowing what it is for you, you also won't be able to read it. So we have that. I've planted that there. These where the I got 2 peaches last time and 2 nectarines, so that's one of those. There's definitely things happening on there. This was another one of them. Oh, this is starting to do a bit more since I last looked. So it's definitely things happening there. Quite a lot of buds. There's actually tiny green on the end of the buds with the sun as well. I don't know how well you can see that. Some birds nesting in the tree you can hear. There's that. Another one of the 4. It's this one. Let's see what that's doing while we're out here. Not so much happening on here. That one doesn't seem to be doing as perky yet. We do have late ones and early ones though of the 4. This is the 4th one of those. And we've got yellow carpet everywhere. Oh, this is happening. This one, that's probably the one doing the best of the 4. Yes, that's doing really well. Yes, that's actually, there's some more down here as well. Trying to bud a bit, but this one is almost on the side here, pink bud and very green on the end. That's very good. Anyway, the last plant tree we got yesterday is here. The ladder's here because this carob was overhanging. It still looks overhanging, but it's not overhanging where the tree is. That's further back from the tree. So I was up there with my saw, my reciprocating saw, way over my head. Very dangerous on the wobbly ladder because we're on a bit of a slope here. So I've got to clear those. I got down the bits overhanging, and the hose that I water this area with just reaches, so it's in a good place. I do work out circumference of all the trees around it. So this one, now I've got the word which I'll try and remember to type in for you. This is the one that we were looking for blueberry, and you can't get blueberry here. It's too hot for blueberries to grow. So she said, try this. Now, what she said is, and I've looked it up since, it's very interesting. They are blue. If you know Malabar spinach, to me it looks a cross between the seeds of Malabar spinach. Maybe I'll insert that in if I can find a clip for you. A big version of those, so that darky colour rather than blue, more of a purpley dark bluey colour. A cross between those and blueberries, but bigger than blueberries, and they actually grow on the trunk, and it can look like a big pimple infection of these dark blue fruits grow on the trunk, and I'm thinking that's what these are already coming. And they actually grow on the trunk, and they completely cover the trunk, so it's not like you get, like you said, minute 111. And maybe if I can find you some pictures of what I looked up, you'll see. And there are different types of them as well. That's what I think these are starting to grow, the actual fruits, because they are going a bit bluey. They are going a bit bluey. So I don't know how well you can see them, but definitely something of interest. If you know of this or you have it in your country, do let me know. It originates, I believe, from Brazil. It originates, I believe, from Brazil, where they call it the Brazil grapevine, is what I believe their translation is. But I'll type in the name of what it's more commonly known as, or it's like real true grow name, plant tree variety name. So we'll keep our eye on that. As I say, if you know of this or you've seen it or you have it, but it's very different, that you don't get branches out and leaves and things grow on there. It actually grows the fruit on the trunk. There. So that is the update of my fruit. So that's the update of my fruit and food forest area. Let's have a look back the way we've just come so you can see a bit more of the area. Looks like lots of sticks and bamboo stakes growing at the moment. If they grow, I would be extremely pleased, as these are the fruits that I can eat. And I've had to increase fruit trees because, as you may know, with my lupus, there's barely anything I can eat now. So this is my food growing. Here we're going to look at my sponsors' trees. This is Kathleen's tree from my Alabama farm life. This is your tree and how it's doing now. So there's your tree, Kathleen. And then next to it, to keep it company, we have the sponsored tree by Della Smalley. This, Della, is your tree and how your tree is doing. So you've also got now a location of where it is in relation to the fruit and food forest area. So there's your tree, Della, and what fine trees they are. Do check out Kathleen's channel, My Alabama Farm Life. Della doesn't have a channel, but you can always say hello to Della in my comments, which she always reads. So until next time, as always, Maraki.